Today we're going to talk about a little rhythmic quirk that's very, very common in rock music, and it really creates a need to count slightly differently than you might do in other musical situations. I'm going to give you some examples first of what happens when you take a line of quavers or a line of eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 of them in each bar. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so here's what happens when you put a little bit of emphasis on some of those notes. Okay, interesting, isn't it? Changes the shape of it completely. Okay, so what happens if you make that emphasis even bigger? Okay, some great effects there. The next two examples show what happens when you put a chord change. I'm just going to call it off the beat for the moment. Try this. Okay, now if you try counting 4 through that, it's very difficult. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I can just about manage that. I've been playing a long time. That's still really awkward. Maybe we need to count slightly differently, but just before we get to that, here's another example. Okay, so imagine trying to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. It's as if you've got some sort of nervous twitch or something where you're not playing in time. Well, that's not what it's about. This is what's called a push. So it's where the chord change doesn't happen on the beat. It happens actually, usually, not always, but usually an eighth note before the beat. Now, if you're trying to measure something which is in eighth notes with something which only has quarter notes, that's not going to be very good. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to add some slightly more detailed breaks in our measuring for these beats. We're going to count in eighths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now if that change isn't on the beat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See how easy that is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's what we call a push. Imagine, okay, suppose you played this with no pushes, barely recognisable. Now that may well be another song, but what I'm thinking of is... Okay, now imagine trying to count 4s through that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's really so awkward and ungainly. Count it in eighths, very easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it's a little time signature I call 8/8. But really what we're doing, we're just counting in quavers so that we can pick up where those pushes are supposed to be. And they're such a huge part of so many songs, really, which, as you'll gather from that example, would just lose their teeth rhythmically if you didn't have the pushes in them. Anyway, so that's really what the push is. Now, generally speaking, it's something that is written down very, very badly. So it's either not written at all, or it's notated with a quaver, an eighth note, if you like, tied to the previous bar and all that. It looks very confusing. So if you really want to suggest to players in your band, and this is what it's all about, is communication. How do we want to play this sequence? Do we want to go, or do you want to go? You know, if you want to do that, simple way of doing it is where you've written the chord name, just put a little eyelash going backwards. It's a nice little sign. It's very easy. People know it's a push. Okay. Well, that's about it for this video. I hope that's explained that little conundrum for you. It really is so common in so much rock music, so it's a good one just to have in your armoury. Just think about 8/8. Very easy to count. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. As ever, if there's anything you're not sure about, anything you don't understand, please don't hesitate to get in touch. And if you wouldn't mind hitting the subscribe button, that would be great. And I'll see you soon. Bye for now.